Hello everyone, Mr. Nacho here, and today I wanted to share with you my first build after the DLC was released. This is a dots build, so the build looks a little bit like this. For the main class, you want the new archetype, Ritualist, and we mainly want him as a prime because of the Vial perk. It first of all says that victim receives 15% more status effect damage and on death spreads statuses to nearby enemies within 22.5 meters. This is huge whenever you are dealing with any mobs or any boss that summons adds. This just makes it incredibly easy to deal with all of them. The other archetype is the Alchemist with the Vial Elixir of Life skill, and for the Ritualist we are using the Miasma skill. This applies all 4 status effects that deal damage to enemies within 22.5 meters, and it deals a total of 1500 base damage. It does a little bit more than that. It lasts 13.5 seconds and the cooldown is half a minute. When it comes to the armor, I'm rocking the entire set for the Crimson Guard. It's the Shroud, Plate, Sabatons, and gauntlets. This looks really nice in my opinion. I love this new set. The name for this archetype is actually quite nice as well. It's the Vial Diabolist. When it comes to the relic, I'm using the Tranquil Heart with the elemental damage, skill cooldown and range crit chance. When it comes to the main weapon, I'm using the new Sparkfire shotgun. It's all fully upgraded. I'm using it with the corrosive rounds and the twisting wounds so that we will apply with each shot 3 status effects: burning, corroded and bleeding. We don't really care about the crit chance or the crit damage. We just want to apply all of the dots and let them run their course. When it comes to the melee, we are using the Krelax because Overloaded is the only status effect that we are not applying with our main gun. And we have Stormbringer on it so that the enemy takes even more damage. And when it comes to the handgun, I'm using the Nebula with the Fetid Wounds. You might as well just want to go with the Maelstrom. It's incredibly useful and powerful as well. I would recommend really any of them. You can even use Twisting Wounds on it. It's just that the Nebula right now, for whatever reason, does insane damage when it's paired with the Energized Neck Coil. It just keeps exploding and damaging everything around it. So the Amulet is the Energized Neck Coil, and what it does is it increases the status effect damage by 25%, and applying a damaging status effect creates a 5-meter explosion for 20% of the status effect's full damage. So whenever we apply a dot to the enemy, they will explode. The explosion will deal 20% of the status's full damage. This will get procced quite a lot with every single shot and attack. We will be applying dots, so it will just keep exploding everything everywhere. Next one is the Stone of Malevolence, and what it does is it increases mod generation by 15% whenever you are using elemental damage, and we have plenty of elemental damage. Whenever we are just using our basic shots, we are applying burning and doing fire damage, which will just refund our corrosive rounds in like 3, maybe 4 shots. The next ring we are using is the brand new ring, Band of the Fanatic. What it does is it increases status effect damage by 25% and reduces the status effect duration by 65%. This is basically just an increase in DPS. It will just do the damage quickly, and that's basically what you want from this build. Next on we have the Ahani Crystal, which is a no-brainer. This is something that everyone was talking about before the Ritualist even came out. It deals 5% additional damage for each status effect the target is suffering from. So all of these effects and all of these effects that will be applied to the enemy will give us up to 20% bonus damage for free. Just for the statuses being there, the enemy will take 20% more damage. And the last ring is the Singed Ring. It increases all damage dealt to burning enemies by 10%. And we will always be attacking a burning enemy because the Sparkfire has fire damage and it will apply burning to the enemy. And also we have Miasma to apply all of the other statuses as well. When it comes to the traits, you will be able to just see all of them here. They have added so many of them that we even have a slider now. But if you just want to copy them, go ahead. The 2 main ones that I would really recommend are the handling, so that the shotgun has a tighter spread, and the amplitude, because amplitude increases AoE size by 50%, which would increase the size of our miasma. it would increase the size of the vial perk, so how far the effects spread after an enemy is killed, and it also increases the size of our elixir of life whenever we throw it down on the ground. The build itself is extremely powerful against mobs. It will just let you run through any stage without any problems. When it comes to the bosses, it does great damage. You just need to remember that what you want to do is you want to just keep applying the dots and not have to burst down the enemy or do huge crits. You just need patience and you will get there eventually. So that would be all for the introduction. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you are loving the new DLC as much as I am. I have prepared some clips to show you how insane this build can be. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. We are on the way to the 1,000 subscribers. There's a little bit way still ahead, but I think that we can get there. Anyway, thank you so much and have a great day.